What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we got ourselves a good one. We are rocking out with Registeel for ranked regulation G. Now, when it comes to Registeel, this Pokemon is only good when its defense is boosted, which is pretty much what we're doing today. We got Electric Seeds pairing it up with Miraidon to get that defense boost. On top of that, we got Iron Defense with a Follow Me user, or not a Follow Me user, a Rage Powder user, which is basically the same thing. Vivillon gonna help Registeel set up that Iron Defense and get this Pokemon going to deal great damage with Body Press. Now, Registeel over here has an amazing ability of Clear Body. Obviously, already we talked about Electric Seeds and Body Press. It also has Heavy Slam. Great move to kind of get rid of Flutter Mains and other fairy types. And then last but not least, it has Protect. Our restricted Pokemon obviously going to be this Miraidon with that Hadron engine to boost Registeel's Electric Seeds. Miraidon's Choice Spec, so it can do a lot of damage. It's got Electric Drift, Volt Switch, Dazzle Gleam, and Overheat. Really like this. Vivillon, like we already mentioned, a great support Pokemon for today's team with Pollen Puff for HP recovery, Rage Powder, Sleep Powder, Protect, and Friend Guard. So again, a great Pokemon to help Registeel set up those Iron Defense boosts and get it going. Our final three Pokemon are simple, standard meta Pokemon. We got Whimsicott, Incineroar, and Farigiraf. Whimsicott obviously going to be that Moonblast / Tailwind user. It also has Encore and Light Screen. Incineroar doing Incineroar things. I don't even need to talk about that. And then Farigiraf doing Farigiraf things. I don't even have to talk about Farigiraf anymore. This Pokemon is a staple meta Pokemon. There's no need for me to go in depth. Guys, you want to rent this team for yourself? Well, the code is at the top right hand corner. And if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel. But without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Registeel in ranked regulation G. Let's get after it, ladies and gentlemen. Match number 1 underway, going up against a Ho-Oh squad with Chansey. I feel like a lot of people like Chansey, including myself, especially more so the people who collect the Pokemon cards. Chansey has a lot of sick cards. I actually got a cool Chansey card. I think that Pokemon's dope. It's just like holding an egg. It's so funny. They got Incineroar rocking out with Gashon, and then they got Galarian Slowking, which is a pretty dope Pokemon. Now from here, I could just go into like Registeel, maybe with Miraidon right off the rip. I don't think that would be bad. I mean, something we're gonna have to watch out for is definitely going to be the Rillaboom swap in, but I could just full switch pivot out here. So I'm thinking of just going into these two, maybe bringing in Vivillon alongside with like Incineroar. I think that can work out really well for us because our team's not like crazy fast. We don't need a Trick Room / like Tailwind setter. I think this works out fine here. As long as they don't lead Rillaboom, right? As long as they don't lead Rillaboom. They can swap into Rillaboom because I'm going to probably Volt Switch pivot the first turn and maybe set up an Iron Defense. But I mean, as long as they don't lead Rillaboom, that would be the problem, right? If they lead Rillaboom, they're going to get Terrain Control right off the rip. And she's going to get a little ugly. They can also fake me out. They kind of do a lot there. And they lead Rillaboom. Alright, that's fine. Alright, we're just going to hard swap Miraidon and hopefully try to just set up an Iron Defense here. That's really my play call. Set up this Iron Defense. Go from there. Luckily, Electric Seeds will still boost out here, which is great news for us. I'm just going to hard swap Miraidon, and I'm going to predict the fake out into that slot too. It's a bad turn for us. I could Volt Switch pivot, but again, I think fake out is going to actually happen in that slot, so I'm going to end up going into Vivillon here. We go into Incineroar. Incineroar is not a bad swap here. Let's go into Incineroar, actually. I gotta actually make sure I back out all the way. I'm gonna save Vivillon for later. I'm gonna swap into Incineroar here, and I am just gonna go for that Iron Defense. There's the hard swap. You're right, I'm gonna swap back here. Galarian Slowking could pop a Trick Room. I could see that. I'm really curious to see who Rillaboom fakes out. Please be the Incineroar slot. That's what I'm really hoping for. And which all is Rillaboom? Okay, I'm cool with that. So I'm fine with that. So he does all of that. I have fake out ready to roll. There is a chance they set up Trick Room here. Ho-Oh is going to come out here. So Oh pops out here. Iron Defense is going to bulk me up. Now sitting +3 on defense, which is great news. So +3 on defense, and he is going to set up a Toxic. The Toxic's going to launch here. Do I just go for another Iron Defense here? I could just go for another Iron Defense if I want to. It could go +5. I could go +5 if I want to. At this point, we're just going to fake you out, and I could just go for Body Press, but it's going to be not very effective in both. I'm just going to go for this Iron Defense. Let's boost up here. Let's boost up. Let's boost up. Let's boost up. I'm going to bulk up at this point. So I fake out the Ho-Oh, and what are you going for here? What are you going for here, Slowking? I'm +5 on defense. I'm bulked up. I'm really beefy. He's gonna snarl me, which is totally fine. Lower my special attack. I could care less. And at this point, I mean, a simple protect and maybe a parting shot into Ho-Oh. Could you be clear amulet? Potentially. Do I just go for a knockoff in this slot instead? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go for knockoff here. I'm just gonna protect you. You could be clear amulet. It could get out of hand for us. But I'm just gonna protect you. I'm +5. You might see me as a big time threat. And he is gonna go for Sacred Fire into the slot. That's fine by me. That is fine with me. So again, I am toxic a little bit. Poison is gonna start chunking. I do want Rillaboom, or not Rillaboom, Incineroar for later. So I'm gonna actually, you have leftovers, and you're popping Tricker now. Actually makes your Ho-Oh slowest on the field. Let's actually make sure Ho-Oh slowest on the field. I might just do I want to Terrasilize Water? I mean, we could soak up a shot right here. We can really just soak up a Sacred Fire. Right, Sacred Fire is physical attacking, especially if I get off a parting shot here. It's really annoying me that you could be clear amulet. We could soak up this shot. I'm gonna go into Body Press here. He's gonna end up withdrawing you. And I get off a big time Body Press into whoever you swap into. Is it gonna be Rillaboom? I hope it's Rillaboom. It's gonna be Chansey. Chansey's gonna come out here, and you are clear amulet. I knew it. I knew it. Body Press launches. Bye-bye to you. We get rid of Chansey, no problem. And again, sitting +5 on defense, really, really beneficial for us. Sacred Fire is going to launch here. Just don't crit me. Yeah, we soak really, really well. No burn either, which is big time news. I'm just a bulkster right now. I think our best bet is to kind of either swap Incineroar right now, which we might just do. Because, I mean, saving this Intimidate for later could be really good news. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to hard swap Incineroar into Vivillon. And I am just going to Terrasilize into Fairy here, right? My best bet. Straight Fairy typing. I mean, you could then Toxic me at that point. But you know what? We're just going to simply just hard swap into Vivillon. I could protect, but we're just going to go for another Body Press here. Let's do this. Let's do this. So we're going to save our Intimidate for later. I think Intimidate and Fake Out could actually come clutch another turn and get out our support Pokemon. I could have protected Registeel, but it seems like there's no point, really, to protect it right now. Considering I can just Body Press through and get off a lot of damage. And actually, that does not do that much damage here. Sacred Fire is going to launch. Able Soak, no problem. No burn, please and thank you. Ouch. So they pick up the burn. I could Palm Puff up here. Might just start chipping up on this Ho-Oh. So Grass is gone. Let's just Palm Puff you, get back more HP. But Burn is really just doing me dirty. Might just go for another Iron Defense, but I'm +5. Let's just start chunking up some damage. They both have Regenerator. Which is a little rough here. I have Incineroar, I have my Miraidon, so I would love to just get rid of one more of their Pokemon, right? If I get rid of one more of their Pokemon, we'd be sitting in a pretty good spot. There's that. Body Press is going to launch into Ho-Oh, do minimal damage, nothing crazy. And he is going to actually outspeed my Vivillon. Vivillon's a fast Pokemon. With the burn, kind of sucks. Let's just go into Miraidon. Right here. Man, they just outbulked my Registeel. My Registeel set up pretty well here, but we have to go into Miraidon here. Probably just Volt Switch Pivot with it, right? I mean, how many turns are left in Trick Room is the real question. One turn left in Trick Room. They could hard swap it. I think we just Volt Switch Pivot right into the slot of Ho-Oh. Or I could actually send it into this slot, which I am going to do. So I'm going to do that, and I'm also going to double down into this slot. I mean, because I think you got to swap into what's called here, right? You've got to swap into Rillaboom. So let's do this. It withdraws Ho-Oh instead. Going to Rillaboom. So I'm going to be able to get off this. That's fine by me. He's probably going to snarl me up, and I'm just going to Volt Switch, Pivot, Intimidate here. Kind of go from there. How much damage are we possibly doing here? Toxic sets up. It's getting annoying at this point. It's getting real annoying. Can't really do much here. I can't really do much here. I mean, I got 2 poison Pokemon. He started faking me out. I'm doing -5 to this thing with a +5 body press, which is ridiculous. Volt Switch is going to pivot us and actually do great damage. I'm able to swap back. I'm able to bring out Incineroar. I'm able to intimidate. Not bad. Burn poisons all around. I still have Terra, don't I? And they still have Terra. So Terras can fly. Intimidate's going to launch here. At this point, he is going to swap that Slowking just for Regenerator. I already know he's going to swap the Slowking. I'm going to double down to this Incineroar slot. Body Press, Flare Blitz. I'm not even going to go for Fake Out. There's a hot chance that they could swap both. There is a hot chance. Obviously, they can't swap both. Oh, I don't have Flare Blitz. That kind of sucks. Let's go for Knockoff in the slot and just Body Press through. Let's do it. So it ends up withdrawing the Slowking. Yep. And he's going to Fake Out. I'm faking out my Incineroar. I'm getting off a Body Press here. Full HP back on the Ho-Oh, which is absurd. Fake Out's going to chip us up a little bit. Body Press going to launch here and do decent damage. If I wasn't burned, that could have just did amazing damage. Wish I had Flare Blitz ready to roll. Wish I had Flare Blitz ready to roll. He's probably launching a Sacred Fire, and he's just probably letting Poison chip. Do I want to send my Terra? Might as well save my Terra for my Miraidon. We might need it for it. What's your Terra, Miraidon? Fairy? Yeah. I'm going to save it for you. Let's save it for you. Choice Scarfed. Alright. Let's get after it. I mean, from here, we're going to go for a knockoff, and I'm just going to keep body pressing down this Rillaboom slot. He could hard swap it back into Slowking if he wants to. Yeah, and he's going to do exactly that. And they're just slow playing me. They got it down set here. They pretty much win this game. They pretty much win this game unless my what's called can come in hot here and make plays. Let me ride on. The only way. Only possible way. Body press launch in that slot, doing -6. I should have went for knockoff in that slot. I'm going to take off Clear Amulet here and actually get off some nice damage. I don't want to go for Parting Shot in that slot. Not really. I kind of just want to double down into the Slowking slot here. Because if I can get rid of, let's be honest here, if I can get rid of Slowking, and yeah, if I can get rid of Slowking and just, do I have to go for Heavy Slam here? I think I am. It's not going to really do much here. I'm just going to have to hope that knockoff KO. Actually, no, we're going to double down with Body Press. We might need just a little bit of damage. But he ends up withdrawing Slowking. Okay. But if I can get rid of like Rillaboom or Slowking and keep this terrain out here, it'd be really good for us. I got Body Press launching in that slot. He's going to Sacred Fire me down. I should soak it. It's about the last Sacred Fire I can soak here. Body Press launches. Knockoff, can you KO is the real question. Go ahead, Incineroar. Really? 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 Wow. Little lame. Not going to lie. It's kind of lame. Yeah, Fake Out, ready to launch. Sacred Fire is going to KO me. I could hard swap Incineroar just so I can have Fake Out and Intimidate next turn. It's honestly going to be my play. Definitely going to be my play. They're faking out Incineroar. They got Regenerator back up and out and about. Wow, I really want this Rillaboom gone. If Rillaboom was gone, we actually could have just started teeing here. Could have started teeing off. Especially with this terrain boost. Would have been really big. We left 2 of their Pokemon really low on HP. Ends up withdrawing the Rillaboom. Seen that coming. I'm able to withdraw Incineroar here. So they're not faking out this slot. They're definitely taking out my Registeel here. So I get Incineroar out here for another turn later. I get to use Fake Out with it. Let's see what they want to do here. Let's see, because their Pokemon, I've been dealing an insane amount of damage. He ends up actually going after me right on here. Taking a little bit of recoil. But I've been doing an insane amount of damage, and they've just been recoil boosting, or not recoil, Regenerator boosting all day. Like, so much HP here. Okay. What's that play call here? What do I want choice into? Electro Drift? You're going to start snarling me, so I might just want to KO you. You're going to hard swap somebody in the Rillaboom. Probably him. You know, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go for Body Press in this slot. Yep. There's the Ho-Oh swap into Rillaboom. That's fine. We have a shot here. We definitely still have a shot here because Body Press is going to KO, but we need Electro Drift to actually KO. I know no terrain, but it's going to be rather close. Electro Drift can KO. Your choice, Specs. You can do some damage here. Oh my, I cannot pick up a KO to save my life. I cannot. I simply cannot pick up a KO to save my life. I cannot pick up a KO to save my life today. So there's that. Trick Room. This game was ours for the taking. This game was ours for the taking. If no 1 HP bandits were in effect. Oh my lord. Now we're just playing a slow, toxic stall game where my Pokemon just melt to death. Burns. Poisons. Regenerator. I did so much damage to our opponent, but honestly, they played this one really smart, really well. But again, 1 HP bandits like 3 to 4 times this matchup. Leave them in the red here. Chances are they're going to Terrasilize. Do I Terrasilize here? What are they going to hit me with? Snarl? Sacred Fire? I mean, we might as well keep our Dragon typing here. Do that, and I mean, hope that Body Press can KO. it's not doing a lot of damage here. That burn with the Sacred Fire was massive for him, too. Alright, let's see how this one plays out here, because we're probably going to see a Terror type from Ho-Oh. I don't think they sent those yet. Yep, nope, here it goes. Really low on HP, man. 1 HP bandit. Dragon comes out here. Pretty good. Pretty perfect typing to win him the game. Psychic flies here. Able to soak. Body Press launches. And he definitely outspeeds me, so he's just going to go for Sacred Fire to KO my Miraidon, right? Or even a Brave Bird. What you got here? Sacred Fire. This should do enough. Yeah. Yep. GG's. Honestly, I feel like my Registeel would have been thriving without the burn too, but it is what it is. Eventually, Sacred Fire is going to burn you. You get hit with it a couple times. I knew eventually it would get the burn. I was just hoping it wouldn't, but GG's to our opponent. They stalled us out perfectly. They survived with a bunch of 1 HP bandits. I mean, I got Incineroar, but really, what am I going to do with this? Really, what am I going to do with this? Nothing much, right? Nothing much except for a Fake Out and a Body Press here. Actually, I'm out of Body Presses. Yippee. Yay me. Yay me. Ends up, yeah, just protect. Waste out this terrain. Had the poison stuff chip. Game's a match. I'm out of Body Presses too, which is terrible. Need more Body Presses. It was a long match. It was a long drawn out match. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Wish we would have came out with a win, but how much HP did they recover with just Regenerator alone? Like, Ho-Oh and Slowking were just soaking up HP. They were just soaking up HP. Is there really anything I can do here? I have 1 turn left. Unless I get some crits. Only way we win is like a double crit here. Knock off into Heavy Slam. At that point, I think we're only doing half. Like, this thing's so bulky. Let's see. Yeah, like, no damage. This is going to do -6. Yeah, it's just Registeel flop this game. I mean, it was on pace to just dominate the game until it got burned. Like, being +5 on defense with Body Press should do a ridiculous amount of damage, but they were just, after that burn, it was just like, he's doing mediocre damage now. It just wasn't good enough. This poison should take us down to maybe 1. Nope, 14. And that's going to be it. I'm just going to run this one. I'm not going to let my Incineroar die out here. We're sitting at 0-1. Looking to bounce back here in match number 2. Match number 1 should have went our way. We put that Slowking on 1 HP twice. Put the Rillaboom on 1 HP once. It was getting out of hand. Dude, like, how many times did they go to Regenerator? It went crazy. It went crazy. But I'm going up against an Ice Rider Calyrex team. Kind of making me want to go into, like, more of a Tailwind kind of play here. Just Whimsicott and maybe with Miraidon, because they don't have any terrain control, which could work really well. The only problem would be if they leave my Shell, they can really get after me with Fake Out, and then I can't really protect. It could just get really, really annoying. I could bring Frigoraph in for that purpose. I could go maybe like Registeel Miraidon. It wouldn't be terrible. It'd be okay. But I really want Whimsicott here for the lead. So, you know, I'm going to go Whimsicott, and I might just lead it with Incineroar. Yeah, you know, we're going to do that. I can always just, like, Parting Shot right off the rip and kind of switch out. I just don't, like, I don't want him to lead my shout and and Shadow Rider Calyrex, that would just get out of hand because I can't protect my Miraidon, then they could just fake it out. I mean, I could have set up a late screen, but still. I just don't want my Miraidon taking big time damage early on in this match, so I like Incineroar, especially because I think that there is a high chance that they do lead Shadow Rider Calyrex, and Incineroar is just a great counter to it. Its typing is perfect, fire or dark, do some nice damage, could always parting shot, can knock off, force them to Terrasilize. Again, a few different options for us. But let's see who they want to lead right after. But I feel like it's either Shadow Rider Calyrex in my shout or Shadow Rider Calyrex Tornadus. And it's going to be Clefairy, so yeah, they got, like I said, they got a few different options here. So this ends up popping out here. I think late screen is going to be my play call, and I'm just going to knock off the Clefairy's Eviolite instead of going for a fake out. And honestly, I might just go for knockoff into the Calyrex slot and kind of force him to go for follow me. So let's do this. Let's go for knockoff. Let's see what they want to do from here. Yeah, fake out is just not going to be my play. Especially if Clefairy's rocking protect. It would just protect here if he thinks I'm going for fake out. No, Shadow Rider Calyrex ends up protecting. Ooh. So Shadow protects here. No, they double protect. Okay, so they just let us get off a free late screen. I don't mind that. I could Encore this Clefairy into protect. Unless he goes for follow me, but I wouldn't mind it. I'm just going to go for knockoff again. I'm going to Encore this thing. I really don't want to deal with that. So I'm going to Encore you, and I'm just going to go for knockoff. Encore into knockoff. Let's just try to get rid of some items here. So we got the late screen up. Working pretty well. We got a Registeel. We got a Miraidon in the back end. Let's just Encore this bad boy. It could go for follow me. I think follow me has higher priority than Encore would. With Prankster. So I mean, it could easily do that. But he ends up just withdrawing Calyrex. It's fine. So we get a free knockoff item and we get the Encore this bad boy. Who you swapping into? Chiyu. I'll take off your item for free. I don't mind that. He goes for follow me. Alright, so it looks like he's encored into that. So encore him into follow me here. Eviolite is going to chip up some nice damage. Or taking off Eviolite is going to help us just KO this thing later. Not bad. I could set up the Tailwind if I want to. I could go for Parting Shot, but again, going for Parting Shot into that slot is probably not our play. So from here, I'm just going to go Moonblast and I might just hard swap. I want to keep Incineroar in here. See how much damage we can do with this Eviolite. He might even swap it. Let's see how much damage we can do with the Eviolite off. So there's that. We're probably going to see a Heat Wave fly through here. Moonblast going to launch. Doing good damage here. Heat Wave is going to fly here. And Whimsicott dodge it. Oh my god, Whimsicott dodged it. Lovely. Incineroar soaks no problem with the late screen behind that. Knock off flies and nothing. Alright, from here, let's send another Moonblast. I think Whimsicott should be able to soak up a Heat Wave. I don't know if I should Terrasilize it. Let's be honest here. Fire Terror. Not going to be bad for us. At that point, I can get off Tailwind. I am going to Terrasilize Whimsicott. What a thought. Let's Terrasilize Whimsicott into fire. Moonblast. Should I Parting Shot out? Yeah. I'm Parting Shot into the Chiyu here. Fire Whimsicott. With late screen up. Gonna be really good for us. Alright. I like this. I didn't think I would use this today, but I mean, it is what it is. Terrasilizing Whimsicott. How often do you see that? Not often. It's like Dynamaxing Whimsicott back in the day. I did it a few times. Ends up rocking that follow me. Moonblast gonna finish you off. Bop. See you later. Get on out my face, Clefairy. Big time KO for us. I just really want this Tailwind, so I feel like Terrasilizing could be a big time call for us. Heat Wave's gonna fly here. Whimsicott soaks no problem. And Parting Shot launches. Because now I can just go into Miraidon. With light screen out. Yeah, we might as well go into Miraidon. Set up this Tailwind if we need this speed. Might not even need it. And then eventually I can get out Registeel. It'll be a big threat to everything. Alright. Cool. Miraidon on the field. Going back into Shadow Rider. I could see that happening. And if you do, I mean, both of us resist Heat Wave. I can see a hard swap from Chiyu more than anything. Kind of wish we had our Terror type just because I kind of want to use that as a thing here. But he's going to rip in the Shadow. So Shadow Rider comes out here. Yeah, let's pop this Tailwind. Tailwind into Electric Drift. Yeah, I could see you protecting Shadow Rider, but if you do, you do. No big deal. Yeah, see, I was going to make that big time read right there. He's just going to go for a Snarl now. You going for a Snarl now? Definitely going for a Snarl now. Definitely going for a Snarl now. No doubt in my mind you're going for Snarl. No doubt in my mind. I should have read that. I should have just went for Electric Drift into the Chi-Yu slot. I mean, we can still do good damage here. He's going to end up taunting me, which is fine. I get off my Tailwind, I can just start ripping Moonblasts, but no Snarl. Take that all day. Take that all day. Light Screen's gone. I can't use it anymore, which kind of sucks, but I mean, from here, I can rip a Moonblast and Electric Drift. Electric Drift can do plenty of damage, unless you have a Ground Terror for some reason. He ends up withdrawing Calyrex, so Calyrex, he knows Calyrex is in the driver's seat of big time damage. He ends up hard swapping it, and he's just gonna let his Ogerpon take this shot here. I think this still KOs the Ogerpon. Let's see. Choice Speckin'. Get it on out of here. Get it on out of here. Ogerpon gone. Chi-Yu's -1, it can't swap out now. I can't set up Light Screen anymore, which kind of sucks because of taunt, but still. Moonblast, give us another special attack drop. Please, thank you. Oh man, there's the Snarl. So I was waiting for that Snarl to eventually come out there. I can easily see another Protect from Calyrex here. I can easily see another Protect from Calyrex. So I think from here we're just going to double down the Chi-Yu. Double down into the Chi-Yu. I still have the Incineroar, which is awesome. We love that. I'm just going to double down straight into the Chi-Yu slot in hopes that Calyrex might protect and one other Snarl to come out here. I think that's their only way of winning. Would be the protect Snarl again, lower that special attack enough. But if I can just turn this into a KO of Chi-Yu, he'd be sitting in a good position. And yeah, that was an easy read. See, I knew the first time they were protecting too. I just didn't want to risk it. But this one, we knew it was happening even more. Electric Drift's gonna finish you off. We get a crit there. Bye bye, bye bye. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty much game. I'm just gonna spam attacks until it's over. But right now we're in the sweep seat. We have a chance to sweep. They cancel match. We have a chance to sweep here. And if taunt ends, I'm gonna set up Light Screen. Now we have 1 turn left in taunt, right? Yeah. 1 turn left in taunt here. We're just gonna go for a Moonblast and Electro Drift again because we're Choice Spectrum. We're hoping for the cancel for the sweep. Show me the sweep. Show me the sweep. Electro Drift still might KO. I know -1. They're gonna Thrassalize, but Electro Drift hits like a truck. Terra type finally comes out here. It can't be anything crazy. What is it? It's gonna be Fairy. Nothing crazy. I was gonna say it's not gonna be like Ground or Electric because they would have sent it years ago. Electro Drift launches -1, still doing an insane amount of damage. Still might KO. Let's see. Ouch. No sweep. Oh yeah, Moonblast. We're outspeeding. Tailwind's perfect. Nice little sweep there. Perfect Terra type for Whimsicott. Whimsicott using the Terra type and clutching up. Light Screens, Encores, using pretty much all of its moves. Yeah, Tailwind and Moonblast. We love it. Sweeping match number 2. Let's go hop into our 3rd. Final match coming at you guys, and we're versing our arch nemesis, Rillaboom. Every time I use Miraidon, Rillaboom's always our arch nemesis. They're rocking out with Kyogre. We have no weather control, but I mean, I feel like we can deal with this. So definitely they're bringing Kyogre. They're definitely bringing Rillaboom. Who should I lead? How should I play this one? Whimsicott's not bad, especially with Light Screen. I'm thinking Whimsicott's got to be our lead, so I am going to end up leading you, and I'm just going to lead Miraidon in hopes that they're not leading Rillaboom, right? It's really my play. I mean, I could honestly just go into like Farigiraf. Farigiraf's not too bad here, but I'd rather have Whimsicott, so I'm just going to do that. I'm going to go into you. I am going to go Registeel, and last but not least, but I'd rather have like Vivillon. I honestly might just go Farigiraf. I mean, Incineroar, what are you really going to do here? There's just too many, there's rain, there's a lot of water going on here, there's ground type with Crocodile. It's just not your spot to be. It's just not it. So, as much as I wanted to bring Rillaboom just because it's so versatile and very, very strong, I just think Farigiraf can actually do a lot more with that Third Spray. Plus, it could stop first turn priority moves. Let's see, Crocodile's can come out here with Urshifu. I'm fine with that deal. Shiny Crocodile looks so dope. Like, look at it. Its colors are just so different from normal. So you can go into Dark Urshifu right off the rip here. I can easily see a hard swap here. I am going to rip a Moonblast into this slot. And honestly, do I just Fairy Terra? Into Gleams? No, I'm going to play it smart. I'm going to Volt Switch Pivot. Actually, I'm going to switch these two. I'm going to Moonblast into this slot. I'm going to Volt Switch Pivot into this slot. Because I can just see the Rillaboom coming out here, no problem. And no, we're not going to see it. Wow, no Rillaboom swap right off the rip. Shouldn't see a Crocodile Terra. Just straight Steel. Luckily, I'm going to be able to outspeed it, so unless you're Choice Scarf. So I should just be able to Volt Switch, Pivot, Dip, and not take a ground move here. Yeah, cool. So Volt Switch, sending it, bring you down to the Sash. Sashing you up. Sash up. Don't want to bring out Farigiraf. Maybe we should just bring out Registeel. Dude, you're going to be weak to ground. We're going into Farigiraf. You're going to be weak to ground. We're going to go into Farigiraf. They could send a Wicked Blow into the slot. I could see that, but if it is, it is. So be Moonblast flies. I wish we would have doubled down there. Double down would have been nice and pretty. Wicked Blow does fly. And is that a misclick? Just ripped its Crocodile. Dude just turned on his Crocodile. He just ripped Crookie. He just punched it square in the chin. He just rocked it. I feel like that had to be a misclick, right? Just ripped it. He just killed his boy. Just killed him. How dare he? How dare he? He just killed him. And they cancel match. What a way to finish off today's video. We'll take that 2-1 winning record all day. That poor Crocodile, man. That Crocodile just took a shot right to the chest from that bear. The Urshifu just ripped it. Crocodile was chilling, took a little Moonblast damage, no biggie, and then his own boy just nailed him. Wicked Blow, boom, dead. I was like, what happened? Because I seen the move go, and it kind of did like that delay animation where you think like a move misses, and it's kind of like delayed. And I was just like, wait a minute, Wicked Blow's not missing, and it just ripped Crocodile. I was like, oh my lord. Still, nonetheless, we take those victories all day. I think that was a misclick, but got to showcase Registeel in today's video. Had a lot of fun doing so, setting up those Iron Defense, Body Presses in match number 1, and just using the Electro Seeds. I mean, you don't even need Iron Defense with this guy. You just pair it up with the Miraidon, and if you're not burned, you're doing good damage with Body Press. But guys, that's going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you're new here, click that bigger subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread some positivity today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.